Depression and mental health aren't themes that are tackled too many times in adventure games, but in today's video we're going to be having a look at a game that has done just that. We are going into a dream. Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the debut game from Filipe F Tomaz, and that is Into a Dream. In the game we play as John Stevens, and we have been injected into the minds of another person, Luke Williams, to try and diagnose exactly the root of his depression. It's not a game about fixing depression, and the whole point isn't to try and fix Luke. It's about trying to find out the root cause of his depression and general mental health. At the very start of the game we have no idea where we are or what we are doing. It's quite confusing. We quickly find a cassette tape and listen to some fellow scientists tell us that we have been indeed injected into Luke's dreams. And it's up to me, John Stevens, the best in the field, to figure out the root of his problems but not become detected.
We have linked your mind to the dream of a man named Luke Williams. As for your body, it is being kept safe, here close to us.
Luke has been diagnosed with severe depression. We have attempted several incursions into his dreams, but he has always detected our presence, gleaned our intentions and evaded us.
A couple of moments later we do meet Luke Williams for the first time. These dreams are more like memories, so we find out about his life with his daughter, his wife and his little dog Rufus. As the game progresses, because these dreams are more or less memories, the timeline shifts, so it's not particularly in chronological order. So that is the basic premise of its plot, and this game's strong point, for sure, is its story. I became heavily emotionally involved in Luke Williams and his story, and particularly his family. There are many aspects of his life that we do delve into, such as his career, his health, his relationship with his mother, and more. And it does all link together. If we take a look at it from an adventure game point of view, it's quite sparse. There are puzzles few and far between. Every now and again we might have to pick up a key or pick up a stick and use it with something, but there is no inventory. You can only pick up one thing at a time, and I think throughout the whole game there are maybe 10 at most things that you can pick up. But like I say, the story is where this game comes alive. There are a small handful of logic puzzles, maybe 4 or 5, but apart from that it's puzzle free. The other aspect of the gameplay is there are a few platform elements. Now, I am not in my element here, and I struggled significantly on one part where it took me, I'm going to say, over an hour just to jump onto some blocks. I won't show it here because it's a bit spoilery, but that one part really frustrated me. But overall, the general platforming element is you jump on some blocks, you pull and push things, but just like the puzzle element, these are few and far between. Taken as a whole, I'd say it's more like a walking simulator with a few puzzles, a few platform elements. And I for one applaud Tomaz for going down this route. There's nothing more annoying than loving a story and then getting stuck on a silly little puzzle that makes no sense. And in this case, the puzzles and the platform elements are so short and simple, it never gets in the way of the actual story being told. You don't use the mouse at any point in this game. To control your character you use the arrow keys. To make him run you hold shift. If you want to interact with an object or talk to someone you press C. Alternatively you can use a gamepad. Towards the back end of the game it does get actually quite frightening, and it made me jump at one point where a sudden crash comes out of nowhere. And as well as depression and mental health, it does cover things like suicidal thoughts, so just a warning there for you. The art style of the game is also really striking. We never see any features on any of the characters, they're all black silhouettes. A lot of the environments such as trees and houses are also completely colour free. But there is colour aplenty in here. Each scene more or less has one theme, either a white snowy background or maybe a red orange sunset. It completely shows the mood and themes of the game. As we delve deeper and deeper into the depression of Luke, the background becomes more fuzzy, out of focus, high contrast, and even though in some parts it looks like there is a real severe blizzard, the characters around him are saying that it's really hot, so it's more portraying the feeling of what Luke is feeling at that time, rather than the actual weather. I thought that was a great touch. The music also is a real high point, played by Tomaz himself. He is a very accomplished musician, and most of the themes are played just on a piano. There are a few orchestral pieces in there, but overall it's just a solo piano. And the rest of the sound is very, very sparse. There's a few raindrops here and there. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a massive explosion, but as we are inside a dream, it is mainly led by the visuals. The voice acting of the major characters, John, Luke, his daughter Anne and his wife Rita, are really strong. Sometimes it can get a little theatrical, but it didn't really take me out of the game.
Sorry, I haven't seen anyone hereabouts in a while. You gave me quite a scare there.
Oh, sorry about that. And for coming out of nowhere straight from the dark. I'm John Stevens.
All the other secondary characters, there are about 40 of them, only have 1 or 2 lines, and we generally only meet them once. These are all voiced as well, and although the voice acting isn't as strong as the major characters, I believe a lot of them are friends and family of the developer. None are particularly bad. I'd say that most of them are pretty good. A few of the animations are a little bit clunky, such as when you are swinging from ropes at the early part of the game, and jumping in general. John just looks a little robotic, maybe like a mannequin. But I can look past that because it doesn't really affect the story. I think in a world where depression and mental health are being spoken about a little bit more in the mainstream, this game, Into a Dream, adds to that conversation successfully. It certainly left an impression on me, and I would definitely recommend it. In conclusion then, apart from a little shaky animation with some jumps, and my complete inability to play a platform game, I would really recommend it. If I was you, I would buy it and play it in one sitting so it has the full effect. The game is available from Steam and is also one of the first games to be released on the new Vox Pop. Have a look in the description for that. Thank you for watching my review of Into a Dream. If you like point-and-click adventure games, please go down there and hit the subscription button and the notification bell, and whilst you're down there, hit the like. I really appreciate it. And until next time, you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is you're doing now. Take care.